Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? Today man, it's early in the morning and I'm out here recording videos. So today I want to talk to you guys about Tesla owners and are they being honest, and if so, how honest are they being? Now, as many of you, yes, I have my early morning coffee, which is obviously McDonald's, not a sponsor. I'm going to put that out of the way over there. Basically, when it comes to Tesla owners, there's a lot of stuff you guys hear, and there's a lot of talk from Tesla owners all the time. Social media is an amazing place. That being said, it's a funny scenario, because the answer to that question, if Tesla owners are being honest, is yes and no to a degree. Now, the way this works is pretty straightforward. If you have something and you truly love it, there's only so much that you're always going to be biased. Let's put it that way. So, are Tesla owners being honest? Yes, to a degree. Are Tesla owners being honest on YouTube? Not as much, not necessarily. I think Tesla owners on YouTube, on average, are they tend to get overexcited about either the good or the bad, and that's okay. I think it's all right, but I think we lose out on how honest somebody is, or how, I guess, that information gets transferred from one person to another. And a really good example of this is, I take pride in the fact that I don't tell everybody go out and buy a Tesla. It's not made for everybody. Nothing is made for everybody. And I think when people go out of their way to push the narrative, I remember in an older day, well, I guess just a few years ago, where there was a very big incentive for Tesla owners to push people to buy Teslas, because there was a referral program. It didn't apply here where I live. Here we have very strange laws, so referral programs were not, we couldn't gain anything off of it. But this was something that was happening all over YouTube, all over social media, where Tesla owners were talking about, why you should go out and buy a car. Of course, pushing that referral, their own referral codes dramatically. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the referral program is there for a reason, right? Refer a friend, you get some kind of benefits. And so this is one way to look at it. But when that kind of somewhat went away, I mean, it still exists, but to a certain degree, and again, not here where I live in Vancouver, but in British Columbia, I should say. But that same incentive exists on YouTube and social media, especially if you are a content creator. If you're a content creator, as I am here, my benefit obviously is to either talk up Tesla or talk down Tesla, one or the other. Very rarely do you get a middle ground. As YouTubers, obviously, they make their money from ads, right? Ad revenue. So obviously they want to bring in as many viewers as possible. This is also why you see partial information. I'll tell you in the next video, part 2. Well, you could have easily fit all that information into one video. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're lying to you. It just means that they're dragging it out. Well, where are they really lying? Well, they're more often than not people, and this applies to most vehicles, if not all vehicles, but it definitely applies to Tesla a little bit more. The Tesla fanboys are the ones I kind of want to not talk about in this video, but rather talk about your, generic everyday type of people who do happen to own Teslas, be it Model 3, S, X, Y, it doesn't matter. What ends up happening is you have a form of information which is obviously biased because you really love that car, but you also have a form of information where you portray something the way it is to you through your eyes. This is also why I hate a lot of reviewers. So what happens is your audience, they're getting a perspective of strictly from your perspective, but the way you're pushing it through as as a content creator, or as a YouTuber, or a social media influencer, is, you're guiding your audience, and you should never guide the audience. If, just like with this video, this is strictly my opinion. This is the way I see things, and it's important for us to tell you guys that this is who we are. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. So how are I guess Tesla owners really lying to their audience? I guess the best way to truly put it is, when there is a big enough bias, and there's or incentive, you tend to kind of sway from the truth. So a really good example of this for me is, I'll tell you the facts about Tesla. Well, as an owner of a Tesla, I love my car. It's absolutely one of the best cars I've ever owned. My Model S has really done an amazing job at being the best possible car I've ever had. With that being said, if I'm being truly honest to my audience, I'm also going to say I was not particularly happy about having to pay, over $2,000 just to upgrade my MCU system, because Tesla had a faulty MCU1 system, right? So I had to upgrade to MCU2 to get all the nice little benefits, which technically I was promised from day one when I bought the car. Am I going to hide that fact though? No, that's part of being honest, right? I guess the other thing too is there maintenance? Well, no, there really isn't. I have not had to do any maintenance on my vehicle. But is it problem free? Absolutely not. I mean, when people tell you that, there's plenty of YouTubers, especially out there on YouTube, who are talking about all these, I've owned my car for 5 years. I never had an issue, which is absolute BS. Every vehicle that has any sort of moving parts, especially when it's tech-based, it's gonna have some kind of a problem. Now, to credit of Tesla, they've dealt with all of my issues pretty straightforward. Same thing with my headlights. My headlights got replaced because, there was a little bit of yellowing around my lights, but they replaced it on the warranty. They took care of it, no problem. Was it the end of the world? No, it was just an aesthetic, the way it looked. It didn't bother anybody. But the MCU2 had to be done, right? And so I put the videos out there telling you guys, this is what you have to look forward to. And hopefully you won't have to do it. But if you do, this is the process. So do Tesla owners lie about, to the audience, or lie about their vehicle, or lie about Tesla, or any of those? The answer is absolutely, and you do it too. It's nothing, unfortunately, we live in a world where we always try and take what we have and hope that it's the best that's out there. We never want to believe that the thing that we paid money for is not at its best. People lie about the products they own. People lie about the things. They exaggerate how great something is. I think a really good fine balance between everything is, talk about all the good things, but also never be scared to talk about bad things that happen. It's a way for you to hold the companies responsible for what they're doing. And if you're talking to people who are potential consumers, your audience, you have to let them know what they're kind of getting themselves into, because ultimately that's going to come back to bite you in the butt. In the comment section, you're going to have people come back later and say, I don't know what kind of car you have, but mine is crap, right? And it could be a matter of opinion, but fact is fact. Everybody on YouTube, one way or the other, lies. It's just the way it is. It shouldn't be, but it is. It does happen. And Tesla owners are no different. Tesla owners talk up their cars. That being said, I absolutely do love my car. I wouldn't give it up for anything, but it's not perfect. Nothing is. That's the reality of things. Is it better than all my previous cars? Yeah, by far. But it's not perfect. Nothing is. All right. Thank you very much for watching this one. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Just remember, whatever you see online, it doesn't always mean that everything that comes out of, especially YouTubers' mouths, not everything is the way it is. There are a few exceptions. I'll have to say that part. But nobody's perfect. No product is perfect. No company is perfect. And You should always keep that in mind. Catch you guys on the next one. Till then, drive safe, everyone. Take it easy. Nice little side note, if you guys are curious about any of the other channels I have, or you just want to basically see little bits of information, I have just recently started up a Reddit channel. I guess it's a good place for you guys to go to see some of the articles I write up just to kind of give people some ideas, some help here and there. I'll put that in a link in the comment section, sorry, in the description section. And so go check it out, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you're listening and you don't want to go through all that process, it's r/Syrupin Media. All right, catch you next time. See ya.